So this second replay is a Earthshaker replay from this person here, which is Fractus Smuggler. Yeah. And he's telling me that this is a offlane Earthshaker, which he's not used to playing, so I guess we'll see what happens. So when to pick Earthshaker? Earthshaker is always a good pick. That hero is actually ridiculous. If you're a good Earthshaker, you can pick him pretty much every game. No, I don't think I've ever been upset that someone picked Earthshaker. Sometimes Earthshaker is makes your safe lane weaker, but in general, I'll never be. In general, I'll never be upset if someone on my team picks Earthshaker. So keep that in mind. Very strong hero. Obviously, if you play it well, like that's a pretty important part of it. But yeah, if you play Earthshaker well, you should pick it in pretty much all your games, and you'll win more than you lose. So you know. Alright, I'll fast forward through this a little bit. Earthshaker, obviously his flagship is the Fissure, very strong spell. It's a like 2-second stun, but the wall that it puts up can turn it into like a 7-second stun with like a billion range, which is very, very OP if you have the skills. That's why Landham and whatnot is very good. So this is obviously unranked because of how the picking started and stuff like that, so keep that in mind. Let's see. Okay. He's playing offlane Earthshaker, I think. Wait, hang on. What? Oh, okay, this guy's playing offlane Earthshaker. Alright, Radiant team's on. Radiant team's on the bottom. My bad. Alright, so, you got your boots. Okay, so there's a few builds you can go with offlane Earthshaker. Boots is fine. The other build lets you get 2 clarities though. That's the like kind of stabs build where you get like a Soul Ring recipe. Soul Ring is you need Soul Ring Tranquils on your offlane Earthshaker. That's very, very important for you. You got your boots, so you got your ward down. You need to get that ward down way faster. So oh wait, no, you make it. So you want to stand here? No, here. And you want to fissure. You want to fissure. Good fissure. Alright. So you fissure and then you clarity. Very good. Very simple. For people who don't know why you do this, it's so that their creeps will run up. Like, you notice where the raiding creeps are? They're gonna keep running, and keep running, and then they stop. And boom! You get free XP, and you're off lane. Very good. Very simply, stay in the lane, try not to get hit without reason. Try to get any CS if they're not pressuring you, for example this one. Oh, well, I mean, you would have to hit it once before, but oh well. And just get XP. Very, very simple. And every time you have mana, for example, you get the second clarity and you would have Soul Ring recipe. Oh, you can also fissure for creeps every now and then, so keep that in mind. Like if, let's say, this creep's low and this range creep is low, you can fissure and get 2 CS, that's worth. If you can get 2 CS with a fissure in lane, that's very strong. For example, this is going to happen very soon. So fissure here. Oh. So I actually would have fissured there. But that would be because I went the Soul Ring recipe plus double mana pot build. Sometimes you get triple mana pot if you're not very like efficient with your fissures. The double mana pot so that you can block one more time in case the lane ends up, for example, here. So the lane ended up here again. This is a Actually, this is fine. Very good, very good job blocking this creep. So this creep is gonna get owned. You actually don't need to be here at all. You don't need to risk it. So very good. Your position was very strong here. As soon as the laner walks up, you need to back. Don't walk towards him. This is very bad. This laner could actually kill you if you had boots, but I mean, he doesn't, so. Yeah, basically you got hit like 6 times for no reason. The reason why you don't need to do anything is because the creeps are pushing up to you. You blocked all your creeps except for one, so that one creep got owned. And so the creeps are gonna end up like here, right? And then now they have double archer, right? So then this creeps will get owned, and then now the creeps will be like here. So this is very good. You actually don't need to fissure here. That's a waste of mana. This is really, really bad. What you need to do is make sure that the creeps are between here and here. That's it. That's all you need to do. You do that, get levels, get your Soul Ring, get your triangles, go do things for your team. That's all you have to do. if the enemy support ever leaves the lane, for example, there's Lina left to get DD, you can pressure out their carry because Earthshaker is very strong. You need to get a level. You need like offlane Earthshaker actually gets enchant totem, whereas laning Earthshaker doesn't get enchant totem very often. Enchant totem, if you like use it if you heavyweight, if you aftershock the enemy carry and then hit him, that's actually a lot of damage. So keep that in mind. Also, since you don't have Soul Ring, you're lacking a lot of health. Like, you have, like, no regen. Sometimes people get, so, okay, my build, I'll just say, my build is Mango, Mango, Tango, double Clarity, Soul Ring Recipe. Is that enough? I freaking, or it might be triple Clarity. I don't know, like, something like that, yeah? And then, like, one branch if I have gold. So, that's my general build. This block here is, I don't know if I like this block. Like I say, you have to look at the creep wave and see what's gonna happen with the creep wave. So you block there, and then these creeps are gonna kill these creeps because your creeps aren't there, and then they're gonna push up. So yes, this is a good block. This is a good block because the creeps end up here, and when the creeps are here, you can sit here and get XP. Very good. This Lina's gonna try to zone you though, so you have to be very careful. Yeah. Note again that you need a soul ring. Like, the thing about this build is you actually need a soul ring, like, after your boots. So your boots help you with positioning, but you only need help with your positioning against, like, tri-lanes and stuff like that. Against a solo Lina, you just need the regen, yeah? And you're gonna use your fissure to block out creeps and get XP anyway. You get, whoa, that's bad. Don't max aftershock, oh god. Yeah, you wanna, do you wanna max fissure? Like, I've always maxed fissure, but I don't even know. I think you actually max on Totem. I actually... Okay, so at level 5, I would be 2-2-1. And you get ulti, obviously, whenever you can. You're getting a bottle now. I don't think that's a good idea. No, bottle's only good if you can reliably get... Like, I say this, it seems like in every single offlane replay, but, I would only ever get bottle in offlane if I'm either stomping the lane, or if I can reliably get runes because the enemy ditched their safe lane or something like that. And the enemy mid is like AFK, something like that. Bottle is not very strong. Firstly, Bottle costs 700 gold and gives you no stats, no like passive bonuses. Obviously, it gives you like regen every time you go back to base. It gives you that extra bit to go with you, like Bottle gives you like a free tangos plus like 2 clarities like forever, which is really good, right? But in general, it won't be like if you had a soul ring here, you would pretty much be full health anyway. Did you get a CS there? I don't think so. You want to fissure for your CS. So your CS on offlane is very variant. Like, it's very your CS in offlane varies a lot. But in general, in this game specifically, I would have something like 20 to 25 CS by using fissure correctly to block out creeps and stuff. And fissuring at the right time. Because Soul Ring lets you fissure a lot more. Like, a lot more. Like, firstly, you would have had it earlier. And secondly, you have... Like, you literally click Soul Ring every 30 seconds and then use fissure. That's all you have to do. But I digress. You're getting good levels. I don't think you're using your levels very well, though. I don't think you should max Aftershock. I think you need to max fissure. Like, you're getting an initiation from long range. That's it. That's all you... Like, the only thing you're giving your team is a fissure. Like, is a fissure. Until, like... You get your blink, basically. Like, it's very, very rare that you can use your other spells to full effect when you're playing Earthshaker. Like, you need to get your blink as soon as you can, so you get your fissure. And since fissure is the only thing you're using, and you're not going to be melee range, and since you're not going to be in melee range, Aftershock actually doesn't do anything. So, keep that in mind. Oh, Bounty Hunter's got the courier. Please get the courier. Good job.
Radiant's courier has been killed.
Alright, I'll fast forward the game. So Lina's left lane, so this lets you get farm. This is very good. I would not be auto-attacking, though. You need to make sure... Yeah, good job. That's good harass on the Juggernaut. Though, you need to be very, very careful about your creep wave. For example, you're gonna have double ranger here. Ranger? Double, thingy here. He should be able to kill you. Like, you know he's level 5, so that's good. You have double range creep here, which is really, really bad for you, because now your lane's gonna push. The Juggernaut helped you a bit by spinning. Actually, he helped you a lot by spinning. So, the only reason this is recoverable is because Juggernaut spam. If Juggernaut literally just stood here, these creeps would actually, instead of meeting, like, at your tower, the creeps would actually be meeting, like, here. So the Juggernaut would safely farm, and you can't get anything because the Lina stands here and zones you out of EXP. So be very careful about that. They didn't punish you here, but they could punish you if they were better players, stuff like that. You need to get a Tranquils and a Soul Ring. Like that's what I'll reiterate. So at this point you would have Tranquils and Soul Ring at this point, and then you'd be going for Blink. That's all you need to do as an offlane shaker, and then you make rotations happen as an offlane hero. I've talked about it before. Offlane heroes are split into two categories in general. Offlane heroes are split into two categories in general. The first category is heroes that do things with their team. The second category is heroes that do things by themselves. Wait. How do you know this Lina's still here? I guess you do, but... I mean, this guy's an idiot for being here. Like, he has no boots and no stats. He's just sitting here. Like, he has magic fun. Oh dear. Good Fisher.
It's a matter of magnitude.
I don't think you needed everyone there. Probably could have killed him yourself after you used both spells, but whatever. Oh, you have all these people.
Stop shaking.
Oh dear. That's so not good. Use Quelling Blade? It doesn't have Quelling Blade. If the Juggernaut had a Quelling Blade there, that's a kill on the Spectre. He can cut through this tree, kill this, hit the Spectre, walk around here, hit the Spectre again. Oh well. Yeah, so obviously that's not respecting Omni Slash. You had 3 heroes around you, but you only had one, what do you call it? Creep. So, you're gonna take either 1 or 2 Omni Slashes there, and I would not risk taking that. Because it takes 2 Omni Slashes to kill you, right? And he got both. So that's lucky by him. You can kill this guy with an Echo. Oh, you don't need an Echo. Very good. Oh, I'm impressed. Hit him? Wait, what? I mean, at this point, you should just use the Echo. I mean, you fissured here, then. Fissure. Yeah, see, like, you did have that kill with the Echo, but at this point, I would have Echoed just because, like, I'm afraid of Necro Heal. And if you, like, I just use all 3 spells and get the kill on him, and it's very simple. So firstly, you don't die, and the second thing is that you get the kill earlier, so you can do things like position yourself better, or farm, instead of, like, running over here and tusk killing you. Yeah, you can't fight Juggernaut like this early, especially since he has lifesteal and you don't. Plus he went treads on Spectre. I haven't seen this in a very long time. It's kind of weird that you're not like solo offlane. It's also weird that you still haven't bought items. So you're saving for Blink first. So the thing about Tranquil Boots is I talked about this in a PUD replay that I analyzed. If you're running around the map, Tranquil Boots is better than like every other item in the game for moving around. Like, bots is better, but like, you know, cost effective wise. Tranquils like gives you 100 move speed, like 90 move speed if you're not getting hit. And if you're walking from like here to here, like here, why can't I ping? Oh, okay, here to here. Tranquil Boots is actually better than a Blink Dagger, so think about that. Oh, you bought Arcanes. I thought you were saving for Blink. This is a big mistake. So the thing is, you don't have a way of getting mana right now. Like, you don't have a mana pool increaser. So when you have Tranquil Soul Ring, that saves your mana pool, yeah? Because you have 150 extra mana compared to your mana pool. When you have Arcane Boots, you have like 250 extra mana, and you can give yourself constant mana, right? So that's very good. TPing here. That's a very good TP. I would Echo. Yeah. Good Echo. I would not buy, like, firstly, if you didn't buy Arcane Boots here, you would just have your Blink, like, right now. You would just have it, which is a big deal. You don't want to delay your Blink that much. Like, it's 12 minutes, and as an offlane, you should have a Blink Dagger. For example, Magnus and whatnot, if they're doing very well in the offlane, can get it by, like, 10, 11 minutes. Like, the fastest you can get is, like, 8 if you get, like, 3 kills on the safe lane or something like that. But, in general, you want to get it before, like, 12, before 13, if you're playing offlane, like, correctly. Especially since they gave you so much farm. Like, they only had one support, the Lina, and if you bought Soul Ring, you would be doing a lot better. So if you, like, Soul Ring helps you in lane, firstly, you would have less death, like, you have 2 deaths right now. You would have 0 deaths this game if you got Soul Ring instead. as well as the Tranquil Boots would help you move around the map better. Firstly, you're not auto-attacking very much, so Tranquils actually gives you so much. Yeah, so much just in comparison. Also, that combination of items is very cheap. You wouldn't have this bottle, you would have Tranquil Soul Ring, you would have your Blink Dagger by now. You would actually have your Blink Dagger even earlier because you'd be doing better kind of thing. You wouldn't have 2 deaths. So keep in mind like the snowball, right? So every time you make a mistake, it's gonna dampen like what you could be doing, your potential, yeah? So if you're actually making one mistake, instead if you're making a good decision, the good decision would carry you forward and you'd be even more ahead than if you only just made that mistake kind of thing. So mistakes have a big, like in Dota, mistakes have a bigger impact than normal mistakes in like other things, as well as what do you call it? Good decisions have a bigger impact than good decisions in like regular, like I don't know, other video games, I guess. All right, so keep that in mind. For example, like every shooter, right? So in shooters, when you die, it's just at 1 death, yeah? In Dota, when you die, it's actually a huge snowball starter, yeah? Or a snowball continuer, I guess. Keep that in mind. So these 2 deaths is actually your Blink Dagger. Like, you would actually have Blink, like, at this point in the game, 13 minutes, in this specific game as an Earthshaker, you could have Tranquil, so you wouldn't have these items, you would have Tranquils, Soul Rings, Blink Dagger, and, like, half a full stuff. And, actually, would you get full stuff here? I think I might get Your Scepter here. Your Scepter is very strong against that team. Your Scepter is very good against all of these. It's good against Tusker because you can dodge Snowball. It's good against Juggernaut because you can dodge Omni Slash. And it's good against Lina because if Lina gets a, if Lina gets a stun on someone, you can use her so she can't do anything. Or if she uses someone, like this is a support, so you might not get used. But if he uses someone and then you use her back, she can't do anything. So keep that in mind. Your Scepter is very good. Either that or Glimmer Cape is also insanely strong. Glimmer Cape is very good against Necro and Lina. Like, it also dodges these if they don't have detection, so keep that in mind. Like, the Glimmer Cape is a very strong item. But Glimmer Cape also, bad luck there. Glimmer Cape also lets you, like if Necro is ulting someone and you Glimmer Cape them, they will usually survive. Like, Glimmer Cape gives them so much magic armor.
You're no great shakes.
Okay, you gotta kill Luna. Good. Alright, so you do have your Blink Dagger now. So, in this game, since you, like, the one in Fissure is not a good idea, I don't think. And, like, it's so weird because I talk about value points so much, and it seems, like, counterintuitive. But, in fact, like, Fissure scales by 50 damage each point. And that's only good if it's early in the game, right? Because 50 damage later, like, it's nothing. But 50 damage, like, at level 5 is a big deal. So Fissure is very good if you max it early. If you're going this build, you actually leave Fissure at level 1. You get stats instead. You don't level Fissure again. Because you don't want the mana cost to increase, and it doesn't give you enough, like, afterwards. Like, 3 skill points for 0.75 second stun is actually not worth it at all. So you might as well get stats after this. And then you should go into damage build if you're going stats shaker. Because each point in stats gives you more damage kind of deal. So you can snowball off that with your like crit and Shadow Blade and stuff like that. In this game I would be getting a Your Scepter after my Tranquil Soul Ring. And I could kill that. I don't think you needed to Echo though. Like you would have Echo to kill these guys now. But now you don't have an Echo. Because Echo is very strong against PA early on. Because PA has like no health, like really low health, and he doesn't have BKB yet, so you can get an Echo off on him, and it's a very good idea. Oh, it's the Armlet Urn. The Urn Armlet PA. I haven't seen this in a very long time. This is actually a really strong build. I saw like a 7k player get this once, and it did very well. It's kind of interesting. It's very niche, but it can work very well. Let's see what Juggernaut's doing. It's farmed. This should be a Yasha instead too, so he farms faster. But this is where you would need your Echo, but instead... Oh, he's not spin TPing? He's TPing late, so he gets frozen? Yeah, that's a really bad... That's a really unlucky, like, death from the Juggernaut. Like, if he spun TP straight away, he would have got out. Wow, great track kills. That's a very big deal for your team. Alright, so your item build. I would still get your scepter with this build. See, your scepter is worse. It's probably 4 stuff though. But I mean, if you're going your scepter, well done. See, you need mana regen and you need mana pool to like sustain yourself. Yeah, mana pool is obviously like the number that's shown here,
Dire's top
and mana regen is given to you based on your intel. Like, you need yours for the mana regen since you don't have any mana regen. You only have static mana, for example, arcane boots. Yeah. Not for example, you have arcane boots and bottle, but you don't have any mana regen items. For example, orchid or like Yule scepter, something like that. So you need to get the other one since you have this. If you went the Tranquil's build, you'd be lacking on mana pool size, but then yours also increases your mana pool size with the Staff of Wizardry. So that's a covering there. You actually don't need too much mana because once you've used like this spell once, this spell once, this spell twice, you're pretty much done. You don't need any more mana than that. So after that, you just need utility like 4 staff to get your team out. Glimmer Cape to save yourself / allies. Ghost Scepter against Tusk and Juggernaut. You know, just regular. Like you can get any like Shivas or whatever. Like you can get whatever items you want after you get your mana sustaining items. Very good here.
Radiant's
Man, they're getting picked off a lot.
is under attack.
And Juggernaut's not farming efficiently. This Juggernaut should actually have like between 8 and 10k net worth at this point in the game. Like with this start with 3 towers down, if he was farming correctly. If he went a better skill build. For the people who are wondering, the stats is actually better than Blade Dance on Juggernaut. I would usually have 2 in Blade Fury because it's so good in lane. Because the cooldown reduction is actually a really big deal. That, like, if you look at the cooldown reduction on Blade Fury, it's actually ridiculous at each level. Level 4, it's 18 seconds, so Blade Fury is actually worth maxing nowadays. I might not max it, I might get it to like level 3, but yeah, I think what I was saying was I would actually rather get stats instead of Blade Dance, because Blade Dance only gives you 1 extra crit every 20 attacks after the first point. The first point is really good, you always get the first point. Blade Dance level 1 is very, very strong, but after the first point in Blade Dance, the rest of them are pretty much optional. You want to get them as you attack more. Like, if you attack faster, you want more in Blade Dance. The extra points only gives you 1 crit every 20 attacks, yeah? Because the first one gives you, what, like 4 out of 20? 5 out of 20. And the next one gives you, what, 6 out... Wait, hang on. Sorry, the first one gives you 4 out of 20, the second one gives you 5 out of 20, and then 6 out of 20, 7 out of 20, yeah? It's not, like that's not worth, like, you don't want that, like, 1 skill point is not worth 1 extra crit every 20 attacks. Stats is so much better, you get your spells off more. Like, Jug has huge mana problems if you don't have stats, but he does Ultimate Orb and Aquila here, but, like, also he doesn't have a Quelling Blade. That's the big deal. He doesn't have Quelling Blade. Quelling Blade would actually make him farm so much faster, but he doesn't have one, so, yeah. They got the mech off. So you need to commit your spells earlier so he doesn't get his spells off against Necrolite. Vector with a good dodge. Yeah. See, if the Necro didn't get mech and heal off, you would have killed him really fast. So you need to actually use your Echo like straight away, stuff like that. And I think your Fissure killed 1 creep, so that like your Echo did less damage kind of thing. So you want to think about that as well. Echo is in general the first spell you want to be using. What the hell is this snowball? Is that a bug? Oh, that's definitely a bug. Tusk is mid. Alright, Tusk is going Shadowblade into Deso, it looks like, and that's a very strong build. That's the pick-off build against low armor heroes, for example, your entire team. Spectre has a decent armor, and Banyan has high armor, but in general, Shadowblade Deso is very strong on Tusk, if you can get it early.
Dire's middle tower is under
Track.
attack.
Good track. No, run away. Don't run towards. Run away. You can't get. Oh, that. I did not think you guys could catch up to them, and now they turn around.
Goes cold.
Yeah. This bunny under should have tracked here and walked away. Don't risk things like that. Like, you have no idea if you're the Earthshaker who's like over here. Like, Earthshaker was like over here. If the Earthshaker can catch up when the peer is over here, it's like so random. You just get the track and then just like leave him alone so that you know where he is. It's very simple. Spectre's Radiance now very farmed. That's good. Well, not very farmed, but it's a very decent timing. Like Spectre in general, because he has no farming mechanism, will farm slower than other heroes, but his ulti lets him like farm at all times and just ulti into fights if he needs to. So that's very good. I'm surprised he actually got his Radiance. I thought the enemy would pressure him a lot more since their lineup is ridiculously strong against yours. Let's see what your Zeus has. Zeus was mid, so he's got a Yule Scepter. Yule Scepter is good against their team, so he's getting it. Very simple. He should definitely have more items though. Like, mid Zeus should have way more farm, but I guess sometimes games don't go the way that you want them to. But alright, game's slow now, I'll fast forward. So you're making moves with your Crystal Maiden. Good idea in theory, but I don't think you can kill like Juggernaut with Crystal Maiden and Earthshaker, so you just back up. You should actually bring like a third person with you, like the Zeus or something like that. Spectre is always with you because of his ulti, but I don't know. Alright, so you walk all the way top and then you push that tower. Okay. You're in full stuff. Full stuff is not as good this game as Yule Scepter, so yeah, I think that's a mistake. But full stuff in general is a very good item. Wow, Tusk one-shot your carry and then walked away. That hurts. Alright, so you have to be careful about your positioning. Very good dodge with the Blink Dagger, but... So, Spectre just died, yeah? And Bounty Hunter also died. So when Spectre and Bounty Hunter is dead, you can't defend this. Like, this is a free tower for them. And you can't do and shouldn't do anything about it. I want to stress this. You don't want to defend when you can't. Unless the enemy has 5 heroes literally standing right here, like with a crit wave, you can't do anything about it. So in this case, what you should do is just eat this crit wave, this crit wave when it gets here. You need to make use of your time. Because standing here doesn't do anything, yeah? And you're one of your core heroes. When you're playing support heroes, standing here and being ready is actually not too bad. But when you're a core hero, for example, Spectre, Zeus, and Earthshaker in this game, you need to make use of your time very efficiently. You need to get farm and do things. Like, you need to farm up your Refresher, your Skadi, your Yules, your Glimmer Cave, your Daedalus, stuff like that, yeah? Like, you're supposed to be a core hero. Like, for example, if you're a Magnus or an Axe, yeah? You wouldn't stop farming for no reason. Spectre is building health, that's very good. Health is worse against Necro, but I mean, you still need health. He needs to survive. Like, not get one shot by Tusk and then the Tusk is on the way. I mean, Juggernaut is that for Basher, I guess? Yeah. Manta plus almost Basher. It's a very strong build from Juggernaut, very basic build. He maxed healing, well, I don't like that. He still needs more stats. Because stats gives you damage, and every point is... Because each point in stats is 2 attack damage and 2 attack speed. So, like, it makes your attacks do more and you do more attacks, kind of thing. So, you want to make use of your shit. Thank God you didn't blink with that Lina. I thought you would blink with this Lina there and just feed. Like, you'd kill Lina and then you'd feed. So, yeah. Actually, I don't know. You have 4 stealth, but so maybe it was a good idea, but you have to be careful. Zeus is so poor. Zeus needs his... Like, Zeus, I thought would have, like, Bloodstone plus Yule Scepter plus 4 stuff at this point in the game. But he's missing the 4 stuff and the Bloodstone. Oh, well. So they're pushing. You need to look for your initiations. You need to hide. If I was Shaker in this game, I might, like, blink over here. Try to get a initiation, like, angle on them. Good Spectre ulti, they overextended. You picked off the Tusker, you picked off the Lina. I'll just show that one more time. So Tusker, for some stupid reason, wants to snowball all the way over here. Because of that, he's gonna die. Like, straight out, he's dead. I would have saved Blink here, if I was you. You didn't. Your team already killed him, you don't need to do anything like that. It lets you set up better. Alright, I mean, you get this guy now. 4 stuff and Blink is very good in this situation, though, where you want to catch up to people. You also have to give you move speed, but you're not moving very far, you're just moving after them. Alright, so you kill them, you take it. Okay. You killed them, so you take a tower. Very good. Spectre's obviously going for heart. That's completely fine build. Good efficiency build here. He still doesn't have a quelling. Why does neither carry have a quelling blade? Like, none of the carriers have a quelling blade in this game. And it's very, very weird. Alright. Some Blink Dagger on Zeus. Blink Dagger is really good on Zeus if you can avoid initiations. Like if the enemy lacks initiation, Blink is very good. But you also need your Blink after you can do things. Zeus does not have the mana pool to do anything, or the mana regen to do anything in this game. He needs to get a Bloodstone. Bloodstone is so important on Zeus. It's actually the best item on him. Ags is really shit for people who are talking about that. Ags is a really bad item on Zeus. Oh, huge initiation from the Crystal Maiden. Let's see. Spectre goes in and dies because you can't do that. You can never 1v1 a Juggernaut unless you're really far ahead, and he's not really far ahead. He's actually behind in this game. So that kill on the Juggernaut is very like saddening for your team. It makes it very hard to win. Team gets picked off, and then Zeus is gonna get picked off because he. What? Oh, he didn't have Snowball up? Oh, he didn't have Snowball. Okay, that's fair. Zeus is very weak in this game, so the enemy should be taking advantage of that. Like, if Jug got a Shadow Blade instead of Basher, he could pick off any of these 3 heroes by himself very easily. Even the Spectre, like, he would force a Spectre ulti at least. Very strong right now. Good track, bad feed. I mean, he got Necro ulted, so that's like 40 seconds becomes 70 seconds respawn. That's incredible. Alright, so game goes on. PA gets picked off. Your Shaker. Veil. I don't like Veil on Shaker. Like, you need your initiation power, and if you stop to Veil, you give them time to BKB off your Echo. You have to be very careful about that. So it's fine now because they don't have BKBs. Like, I mean, this guy can spin, but like, but this guy has Snowball. So like, Veil is only good on Shaker if you can get it off before your Echo, because most of your damage is your Echo. Like like using this spell twice and using Fissure after your Echo is very good, but like, that's not your damage. Your damage comes from your Echo. And if you Veil, you can't really Echo. Like, like if you Veil before your Echo, the chance of the enemy doing something about it is very high. So your Veil is usually wasted. It can work out, so it's high. It's kind of like a high risk, high reward. But instead of high risk, high reward, it's more like high risk, medium reward. Because Veil only makes it so that your Echo does like pure damage. Which is like, I don't know. Like, it basically takes away their magic armor, which is good, but it's not the great on, like, compared to other items that cost like 2k. Does Veil cost 2k? I don't even know. Yeah, 2.5k. I've never bought that item, by the way. It's never been good in my games, so. Alright, so, like, I've never had a situation where Veil was the item to buy. Not saying it's a bad item though, it can work sometimes. But I don't think it's very good. Okay, Spectre got Heart now, that's very good. If Spectre gets a Manta here, he will be very strong. Personally, the reason why you do this is because Heart makes your illusions way tankier as well. So it's like value for your illusions kind of thing. So Manta First is not very good. Manta First with the Radiance is actually really good because your Manta illusions can kill crit waves by themselves with Radiance. But you need to be like that's the farming route, and since you're dying, okay, Vision's also pretty good, but I would still prefer the Manta here instead of like Butterfly or whatever you get, because there's no guarantee that he's getting a Butterfly here. Like, he has like no gold. He's very poor this game. Sorry, not very poor this game, just very poor right now. Yeah, also, still no Quelling Blade. You farm so fast with Quelling Blade. It's actually ridiculous that no one has Quelling Blade in this game. Quelling Blade, very important. Good Omni Slash control. Another guy's spinning. You can kill them afterwards. Yeah, Jug is dead. Yeah, very simple. Alright, so that's very good for you guys. Jug used Omni Slash and got tanked by the Ghost Scepter and then the Yule Scepter. Plus there was 3 heroes there, and Jug doesn't do enough damage at this point in the game. So yeah, very good, very good. This guy should be building Butterfly. Very good item here. Or actually, no, Scardy's better. I like Scardy on the dog. But then what you do is you initiate with Omnislash and you wait. You tell your team to wait for you. This guy uses a creep. Oh my gosh, that's embarrassing.
Radiant's middle tower
That is ridiculous.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Warmed over.
Spectre.
Radiant's middle tower
See, if Spectre is killing you, you don't want to do damage to him because of dispersion. So what you should actually do is just like, you just stun and run away. Like, you just gave him a double kill out of nowhere. Like, that's insane. That was badly played. Now he will get his Butterfly, which is hilarious. Okay.
This'll come in handy.
So, farming. Full stuff. Second, very good. Take advantage of your cooldowns. You want to use your second. You want to use your second so that your first covers the cooldown for your second. That's a very big deal. You could have killed this task if you used your spells efficiently, but oh well. Good block on the creep wave. This lets your creeps hit their tower
bottom tower
just a little bit
is under
earlier.
attack.
Let's have a sheepstick now. Very good. I'm not sure if I like sheepstick or Shiva's better. You still have no way of dealing with Omnislash, but he doesn't seem to be aiming you, so you are free to like deal with that. Sheep is very good against their team. Like insanely good against their team. So yeah. I mean, sheep is always a good item. So yeah. All right. Earthshaker. I covered the laning phase of offlane shaker, and that was the main thing you asked about. So I guess the rest of it is just general execution that I'll talk about.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
BKB next. I don't like BKB. BKB is not good on Shaker because you don't seem to be doing much after you use your spells. Like, you can hit pretty hard, but you don't hit hard enough at this point. You need to get a, what do you call it, dayless before your BKB. If you want to go the fighting route. If you want to go utility route, you get a Shivas here since your team doesn't have one. Shivas is good against that team. Shivas is really, really good against that team. And you don't have one on your team anywhere, so you need to get one for your team. Keep that in mind. Also, I'm talking weird. I don't know. I mean, this game is very good for you guys now. You just need to be careful of pickoffs. Enchant Totem miss. Sad face. Good thing you got out.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Is I gonna wait here for 2 minutes? Okay, so you have your BKB. You need to have a TP. So this is a struggle with Shaker. So instead of this Veil, I would actually just have a TP and like extra gold at this point. If I was you. Like this BKB, firstly I said it wasn't a very good item and I kinda explained that. But the second thing is that BKB is better than Veil and you need a TP. Shaker is a hero that always needs TP. Like the entire game, Shaker needs TPs. So keep that in mind. Hi, Deadlina. Yeah, I mean, that's an easy pick. I'm glad you're using your second every time it's off cooldown. You should be using it here, Like, Enchant Totem is a very good example of a spell that has very high uptime and very low cooldown. For example, it lasts 14 seconds and the cooldown's only 5 seconds. So you can pretty much use it every 5 seconds and never have it off, like... There's never a time where you're like, oh no, Enchant Totem is on cooldown and I need it. That will never happen. So you can just literally spam the spell. Like right now, use your enchant totem. Like always, it should always be active while you're moving. The reason. Oh, good initiation. Very very nice initiation. Tanky Spectre Illusions, get rid of Omnislash. Alright, so this game's over. So if you see like both games, the enemy team left the Spectre unattended. Is this just a pub stomp crazy hero? I didn't know that. That's actually incredible. Like this guy can afford Travels and Abyssal, almost. Almost.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen. Radiant's middle barracks has fallen.
Okay, so in general on Earthshaker, take control of Creep Equilibrium. You have the spell that Fissure that stops the enemy from pretty much getting, like, from pushing you out of lane, like, indefinitely. When your tier 1 tower's here, you want the creeps to be between here and here. Nowhere else. If it's somewhere else, you need to walk back and either body block or fissure block the wave. I mean, this game's over, whatever. Yeah, so you need to be able to fissure block. After that, you want to choose your items very carefully. You're a core hero, and if you went the skill and item build that I talked about, you would get your Blink Dagger earlier, and you would have more mobility because you would have Tranquils instead of Arcanes, and you would have Soul Ring to solve your mana issues instead of Arcane Boots. Arcane Boots is better, but it costs more, so think about that. Oh, check out these creeps. That's actually really cool. Alright, scoreboard shows up, and I'll pause the game here. So, dude, that was sick. Alright, offlane checkout. So your score is actually incredibly good in this game. So, but I haven't mentioned that at all, because I feel like that isn't important compared to winning games, and you have a higher win rate if you make good decisions, kind of thing. So in general, I would say, yeah, of course, of course. What am I even thinking of? Of course, winning a game is 100% more important than having a good score, and so your score is very good, your deaths are low, but in general, you would win more if you went my build. I think your KD would also be better. Like, there's a few deaths that at the start that I mentioned you wouldn't have if you went my build. Like, purely if you went my build. For example, you'd have more health if you went Soul Ring and Tranquils compared to the Bottle and the Brown Boots. Okay, yeah. So that is your offlane Earthshaker replay.